Right. So let's look into Qualifi based programs, right? So this is uh, an off-call regulated program. Quickly put on the lights and I. The qualifications are set out in such a way where you have trying to find a background image that'll yeah, I think this is better. Right. So the qualifications has a number of programs within it. Under the qualifications, if you go into, if you're an academic member, you can go ahead and see all the qualifications they have. They have a very strong suite of qualifications, all the way from level 4, level 3, all the way up to level 8. So that's quite good because each of these levels in higher education means something, right? So if you search for off-call regulation levels, um, with the qualification framework, you can have a clear idea as to how this process works, right? So we call it as the RQF syllabus. So level 3 is equivalent to A level. So if anyone has done O levels and come in for a program, you can take them into level 3 and get them. They can technically, it's like foundation courses. In Sri Lanka, a lot of foundation courses are happening in that, right? Another area that you can go into is the level 4 and 5. Level 4 means first year of a university, level 5 means second year of a university. AB is the only level 6 qualification that you have, but now they have also started. Qualify also has started level 6. So that's a good thing where you can, market level 6 and level 7 programs that are there. They have a strong suite of qualifications, right? They have health and social care, marketing, business management, psychology, hospitality and tourism, HRM, accounting and finance, law, legal, IT, data science, cybersecurity, logistics, education and training, hairdressing, wellness, beauty care, all of these areas are there. Sports coaching, number of these are there. So when you're trying to go ahead with your qualifications, ladies and gentlemen, if you go into any of these diploma, you can see that brochure and all the content is already available. So Qualifi has taken the steps where they have given the credit amount, the qualification number, all of that is there. You can get by clicking on these, you can get the course brochure and relevant materials, right? Apart from these, the learning outcomes are there, the entry requirements are there. uh, Qualifi is meant to be a flexible qualification in the sense compared to ABE, which is pretty much exam oriented. Um, Qualifi has prescribed assignments, right? We have to use that assignments. We can't deviate from it. We have to make sure we use it, right? And if you go into these, you can find the syllabus area also. We have had bad situations where some lecturers have, tried to develop their qualifications by themselves. Like you can't do that. You can't come up with new assignments or you can't come up with stuff all by yourself. You have to make sure syllabus is getting covered. And that is one of the priorities that you need to deliver, ladies and gentlemen, right? And if you go into the course brochure, they have certain amount of content about what is this level qualify, learning outcome, and all of these. So if you are a marketing person, it is relevant for you to make sure that you are reading and running through this content and communicating with your audience much more. Okay. And if you are a academic person, please do ensure you need a couple of things to do. First is if you're teaching for a UK program, you need to make sure that while you are delivering the lectures, you need to fulfill. Yeah, slides is totally up to you. Qualifi doesn't give you slides for the subjects; you have to prepare by yourself. You deliver the lecture, and the way we are delivering the lecture also is where the student has to do his homework and come, meaning you tell them to read a lot of stuff. Yours is more of a discussion of what is going on. You're not going to explain theory to them. Yes, you need to at certain points. Since I'm from the business management side, let me explain to you, like teaching to a level 5 person. If it is me delivering this particular program, I'll previously itself, I'll send them TED Talks, all these around 20 materials. I'll tell them to read and come to the class. Then I will talk about practically one of the controversial things or one of the upcoming contemporary subjects. How I'm sitting in 2025 recording this video. Right now, internationally, Elon Musk has taken over the government efficiency program. So I'll talk about how organization structure works, how taking that example, how he identified that certain pension has gone to people who are 265 years old or 350 years old. So still that government efficiency wise, they have not checked it, and they have identified that certain people have still been collecting paychecks. These are like pension checks, even 300-year-old, right? Same way I would take on certain issues which are going on. So I'm just talking about my delivery style. You can choose to deliver the way you want. Assignments are given, and there is a feedback sheet to write, right? So once you deliver the lecture, it's not only enough for you to just deliver the lecture and go. First marking is done by you, where as a lecturer you will grade the student, because we don't want to have a situation where you teach and someone else does the marking. Problem with that situation is that if you do, someone else is going to mark your subject. Sometimes they don't know what you have taught inside the class and what you have emphasized. And if it is not getting covered, then there is a disconnect between the two people. So what we will first do is, you will do the first marking. If you are a lecturer, yes, you will do the first marking. Second marking will be done by someone else. It's ideally someone senior to you, someone with a PhD, who will do like every 3 months, every 6 months, just after the submissions are over. We are doing a second check just to make sure that your content is properly delivered and properly. So he's going to not only look at the assignments, but he's also not going to look at content that you have delivered, right? Apart from this, please do remember, you need to include in your assignment feedback sheet. You need to always ensure that you are delivering your developmental comments. So you can judge the student to be of distinction standard, but you need to make sure that you're giving developmental areas like referencing, presentation, theory, depth, critical analysis. You find certain issues, talk about it. So even though distinction doesn't mean that the job is perfect, you will give certain amount of feedback. So that we call it as a developmental comment. It's important to have. And Qualifi has gotten strict in recent time, where they want to see at least 15 to 20 Harvard references in text and in text. So I hope that referencing part also works out, where even though it's a professional based qualification, you will have sufficient, content going into it. And if there is any problems, you're having any challenges, where you feel there is a setback, you can always reach out to the HR and admin team, who will help you out, skip level, or you can send an email to hello@aibstudy.com, which addressing your concern. When it's a written email, hello@aibstudy.com. When it's a written email, we'll definitely take it up during our academic deviation meeting. So what happens is, despite you delivering on the lectures, uh, once it comes to academic deviation, we have it 2 times for a month, where the coordinators and the lecturers are invited. You can join if you want to. Uh, we run through all the content what has been covered, attendances, student complaints, program wise we tend to run. So currently we are running around, uh, I think close to around 40 programs. So it goes in a very fast manner, but we tend to look at all the complaints that has been generated, number of Google reviews that we are generating from each of the program. If there is an issue, why we are having the issue. So the coordinators are involved, the marketing people are involved, just to discuss on their input. Academic side is involved in terms of HR and admin, just making sure sufficient lecturers are there, lecturer quality is getting maintained. However, having said that, on the academic end, we are doing a final check before the payment release, because we do understand payment release is the final conclusion of a transaction between your lecture delivery and on our end, we guaranteeing you that the work is fine. We also do understand that most institutes go into a problem because the finance department will release the payment. They don't bother whether the student has got the results or not. So at AIB, we work a bit more differently. So how we work around is finance and academics sit together. Each of the payments and the lecturer files are taken up. We are going to check each and every aspect of the content that you have done. So we are going to look for teacher records that are there, which is your teacher's diary, what you covered in each of the lessons. Second, we are going to check for is your CPD file. CPD file is your continuous professional development. So if it's a UK awarding body, we need to submit it. So we are going to look for that. And third thing, we are going to look at the lecturer delivery after. If it's delivered, recordings, have they been uploaded to the LMS? So we want to make sure LMS is uploaded. Fourth area is making sure LMS side is properly taken care of by the lecturer. Fifth point is if there is any outstanding activities that has been mentioned in the previous cycle. So sometimes we find lecturers have not given enough activities, or we have given a feedback whether the rectification has been done. So fear not, if there are no issues, yes, it will go through, and you're immediately during that meeting, if you find an issue, we always ask the coordinators to send you a WhatsApp as well as send an email. So both of these activities has to take place and the feedback loop happens. And currently, uh, the system is running smoothly where the quality side students are not complaining. We, as AIB, we don't want to maintain a class cancellation history. So far, in the last 15 years, we would have canceled maximum 7 times. Extreme situations. Um, the admin team tends to have the best possible quality working out for you, right? So there is something called the CPD template. That's something new for you. You might want to pick on and add yourself into the Google Classroom where you can see all the assessment materials are uploaded for you. I hope this video makes sense. If there are anything that is bothering you, feel free to send a update to our team. Yeah. Thanks a lot.